Hello, lovely people of God. Welcome to Doreen's Gospel Wednesday. And we are still on the series of the names of God, characterized based on the relationship God had with his people. And today we are that of Elohim. Elohim meaning the Almighty Creator. He's not just a distant creator, but he's the one who personally sees our affairs and creates covenants with us. Today we'll be taking some scriptures, and the first scripture we'll be taking from Genesis chapter 1 verse 1, and I know it's commonly known to all of us, and it says that in the beginning God, which is Elohim, created the heavens and the earth. And when we also look at Deuteronomy chapter 10 verse 17, it says that for the Lord your God is God of gods, the Lord of lords, the great God, mighty and awesome. When we also look at Psalm 68 verse 35, it says that you, God Elohim, are awesome in your sanctuary. The God of Israel gives power and strength to his people. When we also look at Jeremiah 32 verse 27, and this scripture has been used for several songs, it says that I am the Lord, the God, that is Elohim, for all mankind. Is there anything too hard for me? Absolutely nothing is too hard for God. In the Bible, we saw some people that walked with God. When we look at Abraham's scenario, God, which is Elohim, made a covenant with him. We realize that Abraham didn't have a child for a longer time, and God made a covenant with him that he'll be the father of many nations. Even though that prophecy hadn't come to pass yet, he believed in God that he's the covenant-keeping God. He keeps his promise, and he's never going to fail on that. And we know that at the end, Abraham became the father of many nations, and God fulfilled his word in his life. When we look at the story of Joseph in a foreign land in Egypt, God gave him the wisdom to be able to interpret the dream of the king, Pharaoh, as at that time, to be able to become the right-hand man of Pharaoh. If without the wisdom of God, how would Joseph be able to interpret the dreams? It was impossible. When we look at the story of Daniel, Nebuchadnezzar sent for him, and he said that it is only Elohim that can give me mysteries to your dream. And at the end, God gave him the wisdom and gave him the mystery behind Nebuchadnezzar's dream to be able to interpret it. Therefore, Elohim is a God of covenant. He keeps his covenant anytime he gives to us. Therefore, it doesn't matter, though we might not see the things going our way, but he's the God of impossibilities. He makes the impossible things possible. He also is the God that makes every crooked path straight. He is the God that makes chaotic moments a meaningful one. Because when we read Genesis chapter 1 verse 1, it says in the beginning God created, we know that the earth was formless. There was nothing inside, and he just commanded, let there be light, and there was light. He created beauty and everything and made everything order. That means he makes everything that is chaotic meaningful. How do we engage Elohim? We have to worship him. That's why as Christians we have to be engaging ourselves in worship regularly. That Elohim himself, the creator, will make everything available to us because he creates everything. So if he has been able to create everything, there is nothing impossible for him to do. The Bible makes us understand in Matthew that Jesus spoke to his disciples intensely that humanly speaking, it's impossible. But with God, all things are possible. Therefore, the creator makes the impossibility possible. He protects and provides for us. In times of obstacles, he makes provisions in every circumstance that we can never think about. Our creator is a God of limitless. He doesn't have any limits. What do you want to create? Even as human beings, we have people that have invented cars, have created this and that, artificial things all around. How much more the creator who gives us the wisdom and the inspiration to do all these things? Today, it is my urge that we look and depend on Elohim, who is the creator and the master of all plans, that he will be able to give us the visions and be able to interpret things that are ahead to come and the things that we know nothing about. Elohim is not just, as I said, a distance creator. He's always making covenants with his children. As far as he worked with Abraham, Daniel, Joseph, Moses, and the rest, if we align with his word and principles, he will work with us. And I believe that Elohim will never bring us down. He will always show us light at the end of the tunnel. Stay blessed. Stay believing in Elohim, and I know that he will do exceedingly and abundantly above human expectation. Have a nice day. Bye.